both compositions have very clear win conditions. I think in terms of the laning phase, bot lane might struggle for Vitality, so they're going to concede push there. I think Heretics should, in theory, with Tilly into Ahri, love his dragons historically. I don't know if that's entirely true for Heretics this split, but that's going to be their focus at the very least in this game. Stand the knockout.
Seismic shot. Niski pulverizes, gets a good setup. Carlson rolls in as well. Good ulti. The top laner of Team Heretics has carried this fight, and the follow-up from Blackett is that much damage. Chayak gets the ulti away. Team Heretics with 2 big kills.
The clear difference being that Carlson was ready to join the level 6.
He's got all the freedom in the world. He can just ulti Linces.
Stend is moving.
Oh, ulti sent out. Linces, good sidestep. As you said, Stend is ready to recover it though. So Linces at half HP, permafrost. It's a Rakan, it's melee, and it's just that easily done. Linces looking to get his escaping blow, but from Stand Auto, no. It's Shayo in the end who burns his flash as well.
Okay, 2 flashes had to be committed there, so he's a little spending your time doing, and of course, Heretics don't have to be worried because they're aware that Linces is taking the dragon, so the likelihood of them getting ganked is lower.
You're gonna tell IG you said that, bro. He is the second coming. Niski, though, might have to come in quick. He pops the ult here, at least gets the engage to trample, but as a return, Camilla's going to die for it. Jumping in is Shayo, who is a 3-kill monster, getting hard stilt stacks for absolutely free because he's just not dying at this point. More follow-up damage needed. True Shot Barrage walked into, but it's enough to enable Blackett. A trade again. A 2-for-2 in the fight as Blackett looks to take a 1v2, chasing them down. He's got Flash available onto Card, the auto attack, the Flash for Norn. Blackett taking care of business. This Varus is also unleashed now.
It's a 2. Heretics is super beefy, which means that it's kind of up to Heretics. They can decide when a lot of the action is happening just because of how much stronger Shayo is. So the game state is not very nice.
Nucko, hang on, wait for the Q, just flushes W's instead. That'll at least give them less of the burden.
The AP damage is at a pretty significant deficit.
But Linces on a ward. Good moment for Heretics. Set up with the Glacial Prison as well. Charm goes in, but flash away. Linces escapes successful. Team Heretics now deep with Niski on a perfect angle. Blackett has to flash away, but Niski's still on the chase with his trample with Chayak. Looking to run this far. It's down. Nucko joins in. And Vitality with a breath of fresh air. Good shutdown here as the response from Team Heretics needs to be to get the hell out of dodge, but look how deep they are. Linces can at least stop this, get in the way. Stand is first up, and Shayo not far to go. Cease and desist behind enemy lines. Linces is just keeping and buying time. Vitality have gone Team Heretics by the tippy toes and shutdowns galore as Heretics paid for it with gold.
It was only supposed to be a quick. In this situation, it was a pick into another pick into another pick. It was all the members of Vitality kind of chipping away at Heretics one by one.
He has ulti available, he has flash available, he's lensing. On the edge of the brush, sees him. Okay, he lacerates out, but it might be too late. It's a nice counter-strike as well, and shut down over to Nucko, the rank 1 of EU.
It's Heretics, though, that's on the objective, and Vitality, it looks like they're just giving this one up.
The patience is holding. It's right on the edge of it. Really nicely pulled by Team Heretics. They look for the fight afterwards. Stand gets a summoner out of Kazi with a re-engage from Niski. Sets up a 3-man pulverize is great, but chance corruption of the counterplay. And Nucko has nowhere to go now. Jumps on the back line himself, but defensive play from Stanwell. Blackett has to space it out. Nucko not dying though. His counter-strike's going to do everything. Onto Blackett, he fires through. I'm watching this, Jax. Biggest Team Heretics can't walk to. If you lose like a tier 2.
Correct.
If you're losing like 600 gold for the play. Shayo launching ulti, predicts the arcane shift. Kazi's rooted down along with Heartsteel. Blackett will take the shut down. Beautiful stuff. Niski's the cow, bro.
Oh.
I was telling Jack yesterday, they call her pig sister in Chinese. As hold on that thought. Nucko, 3 members are here. Actually make it 4, make it 5. Blackett not far behind. It's a good permafrost, but Nucko buying time. He goes golden. He's now out of Seeker's though, and the setup from Carlson. Team Heretics thought, yeah, we'll help Nucko with this, but there's 5 members. They commit 1 by 1. Soul is now both dead, and they were the ones with the gold lead.
And now Baron is up for grabs. Kazi will have some poke. Linces is still alive. But it looks like, yeah, the pings are coming down on the Dragon. The response there from Vitality, I get the logic. Chayak wanting to TP in to provide some assistance, but Heretics, I mean, they don't overcomplicate it. They just use their ultis, they follow up with CC, and they get themselves 2 easy kills and a Baron to boot.
Team Heretics also, I don't believe they're on the map. Dragon's going to be taken, so Heretics back into the swing of things. The Red Bull Baron power play is Sten. Base checking, okay, he doesn't W the bush, he might just be dead. The Vial use as well, he's dead. We are throwing, it's like a game of cup and ball, except everyone keeps missing a bloody cup. Niski, he's going to die as well. And now Kazi is in hell in a handbasket with Carlton right on top of this Ezreal's face. The damage immense, and right there in his place as Linces managed to get over the seismic shot just out of range as well. But Artican's been sitting there. I don't blame them. I don't blame both teams for not really looking at it seriously. As Camilo might be the bullying target again. Good seismic shot, but that just puts them into range. So now Camilo doesn't have a turret. He has to flash away. Linces under the inhibitor turret. He's going to find the kill, but he flashes too. It's a shutdown, but all of Team Heretics are waiting here. Blackett with an easy marksman angle, and Nucko, he's just going to drop as well. Blackett will pull up both kills, and it was an attempt. They're throwing all hell in the handbasket again. We do the back.
Kind of like
you're on the team.
It's the habit where when I think about what a team wants to do, I put myself in the position. Nucko's going to go back to base. Maybe he can spend some money prior to the upcoming fight, but Linces, you're on a ward, buddy.
He's indeed, as he clears it out. That's not safety territory. Seismic shove, he's dead. Permafrost is that just easy. Linces had no business being there, and he is evicted from the building.
I mean, I will say that this has been nothing short of a jungle gap throughout this entire game.
It has been.
From start to finish.
It's a jungle canyon.
Yeah, it's absolutely huge. So now Vitality looking for a pick.
Blackett, good side steps, confidently walking up to an Ari, but Chayak gets good damage down, so teleport going to be churned by Carlton. He joins in the fray, now zoning off Nucko. Better condition for Vitality than you'd think with a 6k gold disadvantage. Carlton's doing good AoE, but Kazi just needs to keep poking out. True shot barrage as well. Okay, not onto Show, that's not great, but they've found Carlton. Nucko's going to play the fight. The ulti used though, and he doesn't have cleanse. Kazi walked in. Unfortunate, but what can you do? That's Nucko, you just have to find an angle, but not all roads were made the same. The Romans told us that, the medieval times told us that, and now in 2025, you know what a bloody road is. Nucko's just walking back, and Team Heretics, this one is in the big guard. Laugh at yourself, what can you do? Inhibitor turret's going to be taken down while Carlson deals with mid. Nucko's trying to get the other side of the map. And that's just a point-blank ulti onto Niski. His introduction as a support role, this split has been a rough one. But this game especially, he's had Sten consistently been in his face. It's Vitality now onto the next turret. Svetty, I don't even think there's breathing room.
I don't think so either. Vitality will have to go for a last-ditch effort. Here we go.
There it is, jumping in. It's Camilo, but this time he gets away. It's a rarity. All flashes burn because all summoners were up and available. And now Carlson gets to play the front to back. Carlsy trying again, but Nucko, even though he gets the jump in, Camilo is going to poke it out. I mean, this Jax, he was fed, but now he's not. Game one over to Heretics, punishing the B. As busy as they tried to be, it was Team Heretics in the end who showed that jungle canyon from Sheo.
Heretics continuing to, I think, surprise the level of play that they're demonstrating in their early game with so much being driven by Sheo is nothing short of impressive. Of course, this is only game one of the series. They still need to close things out, and I'm looking forward to seeing how Vitality attacks. Now for Vitality, I think Medic hit me with the stat last week that if Vitality lose game one, they haven't won a game two. Like, all their series this split are just two.
Yep.
So just as you're sitting in lane trying to farm, she's just going to use those autos. But Linces sets his sights on the bot lane.
Level 3, trying to get proactive. Flash Winter's Bite, Stend in trouble, and he has no summoners. He lost it before. Kazi is just waiting on the gold. First blood over to Vitality.
He's built for himself is a healthy one in the mid lane, similar to what Sheo has built up. Both junglers are now cross-mapping, one for Grubs, one for Dragon. Drac is doing what he can to trade back now with a bit of lifesteal under his belt. Should be a little bit healthier. When we look across the lanes, you can see mid isn't going great for Vitality. Bot is not going great for Vitality.
All it takes is this next minion, the push-in wave, and Niski Kazi, oh, they're going to be dead. Sheo has waited. Valkyrie now out as well, and flash for the Cyclone. Great from ulti, but Sheo, as Kazi flashes one more time, it's going to be an easy retreat. Take and kill. Niski gets out with his life, but Sheo, patience was the game.
I mean, that's basically...
Please do.
Obviously, Nucko continues to build leads. He has been doing a great job this lane. He gets his 4th plate of the game. Impressive stuff.
Ooh, Sten might be caught out again, though, with concussive blows stacking up. The Renato hold is the only disengaged, but again, Cyclone's up in the air. Sheo's done a good job of disengaging. It's a mosh pit, but Carlson running in is there first. Nucko now zoning out. The ice will consume but not completely enveloped Team Heretics. They got the health bars, they got the dragon. They got a one fight in their hands. The bot lane gets crushed.
Prior to this fight, Hysterics, you may remember that I said I think Vitality should have...
Painful to get past Camilu's ult. Sheo's spinning around somewhere, and Sten, even though he might be caught out here, we look at the 80 characters, they're fighting it out. Kazi going to be slowed down. Bullet time. A solo kill from Flacky D. Kazi gets put in his place.
Beautiful play from Flackhead. Wait, but everyone's left from Vitality, so he's just doing it alone.
So he's trying to sneak it, question mark. Eyes exposed though, and Sheo's just going to run in with a level lead, but it is a bit of a bait. Impale as well. Chayak is now thinking about his angle with the ulti, but doesn't pull it off. Lince's Impale is now down to teleport from Vitality. It's a flash away from Sten. Shea caught on the trim of it, but that mid laner is about to go down, so Chayak now can't participate in the fight, but good zone control. Renato ult responds with a bullet time. The Herald goes down to Vitality in the end. Bromalt from Niski, ulti from Camilu. Carlson's here, there you go. Fire on the ground with Kazi flashing over. Into the Herald with the immediate spawn. I feel like I'm in an insane asylum. Team Heretics getting low. Nucko, he is the true goat of the top lane. We dismiss that because we're fighting again around the pit. Carlson's going to go down. Kazi's auto-attacking. Here's Chayak again. He teleported in. Sheo's out of the back of the pit. I'm losing my freaking mind. What is happening?
What just happened? I want to say that was a one-team fight for Vitality. They got the Herald. They're going to get the mid tower. Kazi gets on his base.
Sheo's dead. Bye, Rayjan. Bye, Rayjan. Let's go.
It's not over.
Oh, Sheo might be dead. Chayak has found him. Sheo to escape this one. It's impossible. Shut down. Hell yeah. None of this.
Chayak. And so Vitality, they can look to try and play through these side lanes, but right now, looks like they're playing for a pick.
They're sus on this Team Heretics. That ward in the river spots it out over the wall, but stunned up. Camilu had the great idea of popping the ulti, but he's in shock. Stand again. He's just going to get ulti. Chayak over the wall, looks for a new target into Flack. A great knockup while Anivia burns them ice cold. A glacial storm, a wall in the way. Vitality in this series here to stay.
Pick after pick work. Camilu, unfortunately, getting hit by timing more than anything. You just pick the... It's like, this is... You're good to go.
Yeah.
You know,
and this is what I mean. Look at the damage a turret with 6 grabs. He's going to get pulled back in, but remember, he has Zhonya's. He'll get knocked into the air. Bullet time out. There's the shield. Redemption. Not going to do too much, but he's bought some time. And thanks to Niski and the Impale, the bird lives. Ice cold as he goes into the egg, but burst is not enough for now. The egg. Not going to resurrect. Instead, he's withdrawing because they have Anakan. He has 2 different lives. Nucko's still alive. He just can't die!
Vitality still get what they wanted.
Go to bot wave. Carlson just going to give this up because, again, Team Heretics can't find this. And Vetty, 2 Chemtech Dragons, 2 apiece. Even to the, I don't know, famous walls. It's not even that big yet. Wait for it. Stun, shock, and there's a Glacial Storm on stand. He flashes away. Nucko puts out the wall again. He's face checking into 4 people. Sten won't get a reset because Nucko's golden. He flashes away. There's no egg to rely on, but the Impale has bought him time now. Nucko is eventually going to die, but look at Kazi and Chayak. They're going to fill the void. A shutdown for Carlson as he disengages, but Vitality are not done. Vedius, you wanted to see this? Who needs a blue buff? I mean, he does 700 damage with every E, and you said 2.5 seconds.
Yeah.
Now Sheo is ulting. Niski is facing the wrong way. He's holding the door, but to who? As Mega Blast going really nicely done from Lenses, but attempted to steal Sheo on the back and he gets stunned up. But Chayak cleaves in 2. No enemy jungler for the attempted steal, and Nucko chases, looks for Flackett. He wants his own blood as Vitality have thrown caution to the wind in this game. Yes, Carlson for a trade, but Nucko with the Baron and the follow-up kills is making this look sweet for Vitality.
The innovation is paying off beautifully. Using this Anivia to answer the Rumble. Chayak now, I mean this, not quite.
Close, the raptor.
Help. Very close, but I mean, what a one-sided fight that was for Vitality. A confident game from them, and it really all stems from that chaos. Their side lanes at all. And so they keep this 4-1 setup, and they really just don't have an answer to it. So the siege is going to come through. Heretics really can't respond. Their only engage is Sheo, and they're just stopping it from getting anywhere near them.
Yesterday, only 9 degrees in Berlin. Nucko brings it back in. All the flash in. The hostile takeover, though, is beautiful. Vitality are cornered in with a good ulti setup, but the X still alive, buying time. Team Heretics won't care too much, though, because they've already found pick on top, pick on jungle, pick on support, and now for Kazi. He needs a trade, but won't find it. Vitality, bit of an 0-7 there. This game should still be theirs, but Betty, bit of a throw as Sten almost dying to Chai, but here's Shao as a response against AD. Should be fine, but again against Yone, different questions need to be answered. The only one alive, Vitality blundered.
Okay. I'm convinced that this game is unlosable.
You don't have like an ult or anything by saying unlosable, do you? Like, that's not you. As Shao, all the angle, beautiful. Kazi's caught out. Camilla with a great ulti as well. Hang on, Betty, what have you said? Niski's isolated and Lensis is doing nothing, and Impale that finally comes through for the hostile takeover. Gets Nucko. Flacken gets over the wall just to find Niski. Lensis dealing with him, while meanwhile, Chai can't do too much. Stend is dead, yes, but it's only one in the face of 3. Vitality are almost all dead again.
What is happening?
Betty, stop opening your mouth. What do you mean you refuse to believe it?
How?
Lensis, is he dead? Is he dead? I think Lensis might be dead.
That's Baron in a minute. He's at the... We get back to live.
Ooh,
oh no.
Mistake though. Hello. Camilo caught out. There's a lot of bursts here. Nucko, you can see there. Half HP in an instant. Wall out.
But Shao.
Flash out. But you're right. Shao again. The saving grace. He did it in the bot fight. He did it mid. And he's trying to do it again. But he can't find any follow-up. Standing up there until the shield comes through. Camilo pops him. Someone's having chaos.
4 items completed. But Heretics are doing the right thing. They're forcing the Baron.
Niski's face checking. He's been poked out a little bit. It's Carlson doing zone control. The level 18 rumble. Chayak is trying to do what he can, get Permafrost up. He might be in trouble. Carlson's going to get popped immediately. Baron still has thought, though, at 3k. The attempt to steal from Lensis gets out of the ulti, but Baron is down. Team Heretics support flashes away immediately, but Vitality cannot let this stand. They need to delay the back as much as they can, but it's Baron. It's going to go back like that. And even though Nucko's alive now, 4 Barons for Heretics, and a fight afterwards. Vitality thought they were safe, but Niski walking in with the Impale's going to drop down. Lensis up next. They're being toyed with. Vitality
has now made his way over from Vitality. Lensis back out on the map.
Chayak is on bot.
Positioning is crucial. They're in a choke point.
Camilo wall out as well. Shao once again, as you said, for ball time doesn't do too much, but Nucko is in the egg. He's in the egg. Flacken gets the kill. Vitality out of the pit. Chayak might just need to hit bot. Go on, Chayak. Try and backdoor, because all the team fights are going so earlier on in the fights as Team Heretics have push. Sten. Bit of a mistake, but a handshake from it. Shao comes in, but look at where he is. The Glacial Storm is ticking down, chilling him to death. The Impale's good as well with the ball time laying on. Vitality in war mode again. Kazi tries the space, but Shao is a running nightmare. Team Heretics bring it all together. They're running through mid, and Vitality fight up the fight, kill up the kill, get no signs of relief. Carlson flashing on top, Chayak trying to jump in, but the last 2 members of Vitality are kaput. The dream's gone, and Vitality have lost it all in one big, long 40-minute game. Thaddeus, this is League of Legends. This is what it's all about. We were here to witness this in what has been a 2-0 unbelievable disaster nightmare. Bloody brilliant display from Team Heretics.
Shao with a masterclass carry performance. His engages when his base was falling apart were game-changing. Incredible team fighting at the very end. Heretics find a way to turn the game around. And what was crazy is at the very
macro, because that's what G2 have been so good at, especially the spring split. They've been very good at either finding pressure in their lanes and then utilizing that to get plates, or charge down and manages to chunk out Caps' HP. Irrelevant. It's a possible dive here as Broken Blade has got this cannon wave in underneath the tower. Skew1's going to tank it first. Irrelevant jumps away. Skew1 flashes to the edge of tower range, and Broken Blade isn't tanking the tower yet. Irrelevant flashes himself. BB could look for this, but could also just go for the plate. He might almost die here to Irrelevant. Has to flash away. Was thinking about the kill so much, he didn't really notice his health bar falling. Sappled him down from 113 as Caps has jumped on, and Nuke just Goomba stops it.
But you don't have that push on bot side because Ice walked back to lane, and that push from Hansam was already there.
Broken Blade did keep his TP in the top side as well, so he could teleport down here. Nuke is looking for Caps. He'll jump in. Needs the knockback with the Buster Shot. The flash twist in advance as well. The follow-up. Caps is clapped for the second time this game. And BDS will take the Drake as well. Nuke is on an absolute tear.
Nuke is styling on them. This is sick. And kind of a little bit of criticism about the leverage at Nuke over the last little while. He should be able to force him off of this before he takes this.
Yeah, he'll manage to do it. Skewmond doesn't get the second one, and now Irrelevant's coming in from the side. Use the wallop burst into the Gnar to get rid of that spell shield. Skewmond can heal up a little bit, but the Heart Zapper shouldn't keep him healthy for long enough. Pops the ultimate though. He gets 6 from taking a club and walks.
Just in a position where they have a losing bot lane, they start to swap their lanes very quickly around the map. Oh, we got the all-in, but Caps managed to void.
Seismic's jump just short though. Lebrov's trying to come in from the side. Nature's Grasp out from 113. Should just clip Lebrov's. Caps able to stand to the side of it. Lebrov down to 100 HP and knocked back with the Buster Shot. The Ignite will take his life. Skewmond trying to turn it around, but no real follow-up from the rest of G2. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, Broken Blade jumping onto Irrelevant, who gets the wallop and lands a house in the face of BB, and BB has to flash away again. Irrelevant has a flash of his own, with the house not quite connecting.
So, Irrelevant kind of rightly being a bit perturbed as to what might be coming his direction.
No flash. Nature's Grasp again, Nuke just jumping forward, and Caps is going to get rooted up here. Seismic Shot will get the knockback onto Nuke with the twisted advanced follow-up. The Buster Shot not enough to kill off Caps. In fact, it wasn't even used, it's just the Bramble Smash from 113. He continues to chase. Caps living on 7 HP somehow. Nuke very hungry for blood. He gets another auto. 43 is where Caps walks away. Skewmond able to dodge away from Nuke as well. In the end, G2 get their first release. 7 HP between Caps and dying in that exchange. You can see Lebrov hovering here once again as Nuke jumps forward. There's the Solar Player. Lebrov is going to get caught by it. Zenith Blade there for the follow-up with the Aftershock. Lebrov is quite tanky for a while, but when it expires, he's not that tanky anymore. Sent to sleep.
That's where all your DPS is, so finding these moments where you can jump in and constantly having Paris and 113 there, but they want to turn it.
Paris able to walk away for now. 113 coming in from the side. Jumps onto Caps once again. Nuke going in. Caps with twisted advance. The follow-up. They just have so much CC. Doesn't matter if you get away from the first one. You can't escape the subsequent crowd control. Paris will fall as well, so it is a 1-for-1 exchange.
Pretty nice for a composition that definitely wants to try and play through towers, but at this point in time now, this is where they've got to go. Our effective is very different to what BDS have to offer. So as Nuke is here, look at where Ziggs is.
Nice little sidestep from Nuke. I thought he may be a goner if LeBron had hit the hook. Would have pulled him under the tower, and then you have the depth charge follow-up with the concussive blows as well. That CC, twisted advance forward onto Skewmond, gets the knockback with a Nature's Grasp. There's the Mega Inferno Bomb as well. Hunsummer rooted by it, cleanses and flashes and gets over the Solar Player. Skewmond the next target here for BDS as they find one, and now with the TP coming in from Broken Blade, Nuke's looking for more. Depth charge on the tower, Killer Instinct in. Nuke went too deep, but did Broken Blade do the same? No, because Caps is here on a Weaver's Wall, and he weaves his way through BDS. 2 kills, 2 G2, they lose 1. And they will lose some damage on this tower as well.
Nuke up area, Lebrov is not in position though.
It's also whether BDS don't need to force in. Nuke is still recalling. So
just going to go for mid tower.
G2 will just look for that mid tower. Importantly, Caps can move down mid and Weaver's wall off BDS from this mid lane if they want to, but because of the Mega Inferno Bomb, G2...
Irrelevant going to try and run it.
I mean, the problem is Drake's up now, right? Irrelevant's going to run away. He's going to hop on top of a minion, take a little bit of a taxi there. Depth charge coming out onto Irrelevant, trying to build up that Mega Gnar, but that's Killer Instinct in. And the shutdown goes over to Lebrov. Caps knocked back with the Buster Shots, and BDS took a long...
They just needed to clear out mid-wave, and G2 read it well. They immediately collapse onto them, and now they get the Dragon, they get
composition, and they still have strong members. The problem is, sometimes when a small thing happens like that and Broken Blade goes in with the last breath, Nuke is dead. Things start to push into Ice. Obviously, the Baroned up minions get that magic resist on them and don't take as much damage from Ice overall. TP coming in here from Irrelevant. He is still fully mini-Gnar as far as I can see. The Baron Mega Inferno Bomb's not going to take it. Smite from Skewmond is good. Lebrov's going to sacrifice himself here. Or can he flash across the wall to safety? Solar Player hits 2, but it's Skewmond and Broken Blade. Not really the targets you're looking for. Nature's Grasp goes down. Broken Blade falling low, but has that shield. Nuke now looking to jump across the wall, but can't get close enough. And all of G2 get out with their life.
I think BB would have fallen and that could have been it, but now G2 trying to get those flanks we were talking about.
And it's the gating as well from BDS. You can see they're keeping Skumon and LeBron at arm's length towards the top side. They'll secure the Drake. Now TP from Broken Blade into the middle of the team. Skumon pops the maximum doses, but he's ignited, so we won't be able to heal up too much. Broken Blade in the midst of BDS is immediately blasted to Kingdom Come. Unsummer with a killer instinct, just trying to survive. He's the prey, not the predator this time as he dives away. Solar Play gets the clip on Caps, but the follow-up not quite there. Good seismic shove on Paris.
We don't want to deal with G2 until we know where they are.
The frogs in the kettle.
Yes.
You know, yeah. Understandable. Test the waters first as Caps isn't testing anything. Goes in with the Weaver's Wall, pops a stopwatch to avoid the Mega Inferno Bomb in the Solar Flare. Unsummer dived in with a killer instinct and he didn't kill off Ice, but there's the Gnar from Irrelevant. He's going to jump across the wall. He'll kill off LeBron and BDS find 2 of G2's engaged.
They went so deep for Ice, but it just meant the Hansama
Could be enough. Nuke and 113 will start at the Baron. Irrelevant's going to come across as well. Paris trying to act. It's a bit of a bodyguard, a bit of a bouncer. Skumon steps forward. BDS turn around towards them. Really trying to force G2 into making a decision here. Maybe taking the fight.
BDS just want to buy time for Ice. He's up in 3 seconds with TP.
Skumon forced away. Look at the damage from Irrelevant. G2 can't even get close. Irrelevant and Paris keep them at bay. BDS secure the Baron. And now only, and then every time you try and get to another lane to get the damage down, we're going to be there first. Skumon trying to walk in here, but immediately has to walk out, knocked back with the Buster Shot. The Drake secured by BDS. They'll be on the back foot now as Skumon's looking for the chase with that maximum dosage. Lebrov could go for a hook. Caps coming in from the side, but in the end, G2 can't find an avenue to approach. Broken Blade, Caps is going to TP in.
Yeah. This is a mistake. Irrelevant should have not have gone for the red buff. He should have been pushing out that wave into a slow push so then they can test on towards the Dragon. But now you've got 2. That's your inhibitor gone.
I mean, it's your Nexus gone if no one gets back in time. Irrelevant is there right now. Does have the TP. The Drake has been begun by BDS, but Broken Blade and Caps are on the Nexus towers. Broken Blade down to half HP. Solar Flare's going to land. Inferno so secured for BDS, but they're on the run. As LeBron lands the hook onto Paris, Broken Blade and Caps unable to get much more as Nuke's going to teleport in. Unsummer dived into the backline, pops the cleanser, doesn't go pop himself. He survives another good hook from LeBron from Paris, and Ice are able to kill off Unsummer. Meanwhile, Caps and Broken Blade are dead. BDS have found everything they wanted as G2 tried to split them up, but only Skumon stands still as BDS collapse on him. It's an ace for nil, an Infernal Soul, and the game for BDS.
Irrelevant held his ultimate long enough to smash Caps into the wall the second he came out as Anya's, and now BDS are looking to smash down these towers as well and finish out this game.
And G2, they tried to pull something tricksy on BDS, but Irrelevant and Nuke held strong. They held the line, and with the Infernal Souls at their backs, were able to win both fights out. BDS will take the Nexus Towers, and what is in one hell of a shocker, they'll take game 1 as well.
And in the fashion they did it as well is incredible. Nuke popping off in the 1v1 against Caps, constantly being able to get this success with 113 and Paris playing around him. And it looked a little dicey at times, but BDS able to close out the game.
That they were. We'll be back in, I believe, a short break. It doesn't say anything on my auto cue right now, but yeah, we'll be back after a short break with not a Tristana, he's not a Zeri, he's not really going to work his way through.
He's no Vayne, you know.
He is no Vayne. Is it in vain for G2? That's the question. Is this their first series loss of the split? I hear that actually the world song last year was going to be I want the LEC back, but we'd already taken the name.
Yeah,
so.
It is tough in that because
Broken Blade though with good push up towards this top side, taking a lot of plates so far. 2 plates at the 5-minute mark. Should be okay. Second plate goes down, pops the Dominus, and Irrelevant now realizing, well, don't have 6 yet. Can I really trade to this? He's fine-ish. Oh, he's not.
No, he's not fine.
He's fine, man. Both of them flash. He's okay. Well, he thought the cease and desist, but they decided not to go on Paris, maybe because they saw Nuke coming around the corner. They will try and take away this blue buff. 113's on his way across. LeBrov's going to find Paris, who's fleeing at the moment from the Grim Visage. Skumon starting to close the gap, has to flash away from the grand entrance. 113 and Nuke collapsing in. Electroshock Laser coming out. Skumon the first target. Another Vault Breaker won't save him from the Arcane Storm. BDS continue to collapse, continue to show up G2. Enemy team will get 3 grubs, the second Drake usually a little bit closer on timings because of the different respawn times, but BDS also got 2 of the first grubs. As we see the dominance used here by Broken Blade. Call of the Forge God coming out as well. Broken Blade flashes early and will escape. Skewmon now looking for perhaps a dive as Caps begins to collapse. Recall channeled by Irrelevant. Skewmon should be the one to tank this. Wait for the Bellows Breath. Wait for the knockup. Skewmon tanks, and there's the kill. G2 on the board. Nuke coming in from the side, flashes the wall though, and Skewmon is going to fall again. The Arcane Storm into the tower shot. Importantly as well, BDS keep hold of the top tier 1. He's had a whale of a time against Irrelevant, who has lost gracefully, but has definitely lost. Yeah. 700 gold behind right now. Full completed item as 113 put out just a little bit. Skewmon has that cease and desist. Will go for 113. That's the Crescent Guard quickness coming out from Paris, but he's knocked up before he can even charm anyone. The trample from LeBron for another stun. G2 find 2, and now Nuke is in for a world of hurt. LeBron's on the chase. Caps pulls him back with grasping more. There's the knockup follow-up into the spiraling despair. G2 come to life and find 3 on the top side.
G2 having to spot when they have a good lane assignment like an Ashe that outranges you in the bot lane. They will just punish you over and over again through bot side, pick up all these dragons, snowball into a good position. Oftentimes it's not off a huge amount of kills, it's plays like this where, yes, you get a kill, but it's getting towers and getting plates.
One of the Forge God coming out from Irrelevant as he tries to survive. Tower is going to fall. G2, are you on the back foot? You're on the front foot. Grasping more doesn't land. Hansama having to jump away from 113, who pops the Crescent Guard, and in the end, G2 escape pretty much unscathed. A couple of health bars a little lower than they'd wanted. That option here. Zeri scales well, Victor scales really well. Ornn gives the ornaments out like it's Christmas and gets you in a good position. Hansama charmed up here as the Call of the Forge God's coming out, but Lavrov with a good knockback will stop Irrelevant from getting that off as quickly as he'd like. 113 now the target. He's feared up with the Grim Visage, and with Broken Blade TPing in. The True Shot Barrage coming out doesn't quite clip it. Broken Blade's going to fall 1-for-1. Top lane and jungle dead so far. Spiraling Despair, not enough to kill off Paris. He jumps away from the final severing bolt, and in the end it will be a 1-for-1 exchange. Caps caught out a little bit as Nuke starts to step into a bit of a choke. Skewmon coming in to defend his mid lane. A Drake is up, but Nuke willing to step forward. That Rod of Ages making him very tanky.
Yeah, it's just the fact you have Irrelevant in front of you as well, being able to take a ton of space. Skewmon now, start up the Dragon, no 113.
The rest of BDS are going to collapse and help 113 secure this Drake. You can see after Broken Blade put the control ward in the pit, he was thinking about it the whole time.
He's playing this though. Like, he's playing as if he has support, which then makes BDS go, oh, he must, but he doesn't.
They're here. Looking for Nuke, but there's no follow-up. No one to chase in as Paris is coming across, and Ice has killed LeBron. Like, LeBron went really deep for that as he comes out of the teleport. Nuke steps forward, Hextech Ray on Hansama. G2 do have first move in the river right now. BDS trying to wrestle their way in. 113 goes in, there's the double knockup call to the Forge God as well. And already Skewmon's down and Caps will follow suit. BDS just blow up G2. The True Shot Barrage coming out as the Chemtech Drake has been begun by BDS. Broken Blade looking for the flank, but do you really have the damage here? Hansama and BB on half HP? I think not. BDS will get the soul. They pinged
ready. Baron now up and available, and there's no hope G2 can contest this.
I mean, the trigger finger to just see Skewmon and be like, he's dead.
Yes.
Beautiful from BDS. After in the last game we were talking about how their team fighting hasn't been as good this spring. That was sublime to see. They get the Nash as well. Hansama trying to poke out. BDS might say, okay, we don't actually need Otacon right here. We'll take our Baron buffs and we'll retreat. True Shot Barrage does clip 2 though. And BDS will have to back away slow. Use this Baron buff well. They can begin to explode it in theirs. Now Irrelevant. Knocked up by Skewmon. Broken Blade looking for the damage. Call of the Fortress coming out as well. They've already taken half his health, and it's a good knockback from Skewmon to stop the train coming back the other way. Tickets, please. Skewmon's the conductor. I don't think G2 give a damn about that. Broken Blade still pushing on a side, and this seems to be the G2 playbook when they're starting to fall. Oh my god! Charm. This is the BDS playbook. Hansama dashes away, but he's shut down. LeBron goes in and lands a 3-man knockup, but there's no follow-up from the rest of G2. BDS, it's deja vu. I've seen this one before. They win another fight in the river. Broken Blade is going to be able to get the top inhibitor, but can Skewmon steal it? The jungle is still alive for G2 as BDS look to catch him out. Caps and Skewmon doing everything they can here. Irrelevant's gone back to base. The inhib's down. Paris is going to mark Skewmond. Stick on that buy. Spot him out the whole time as Ice jumps over to Caps. He takes the blast cone to safety. And the Elder secured for BDS. The Baron also in their eyes.
Yeah, and that's exactly where I think BDS can move over to for G2.
The thing is, unless, if you're G2, unless you got to pick as they were walking in, you can't fight now. It's Elder Dragon. It's a 4-item AD carry. It's almost a 4-item mid laner as well. BDS want to play on this wave, it feels. Next wave is coming in. The Baron expires in 1 minute and 10. Call of the Ford God used. The Elder expiring in 2 seconds. Paris going in with the quickness. Look at the damage on Hunt Summer. He doesn't die somehow to the ticks. The Elder must have just expired, but the inhibitor's down. And now LeBron is going to follow suit. BDS find another. They get the inhibitor. No wave in mid, no wave in bot, though. They may just have to back away 50 seconds before the Baron expires.
I cannot believe Hans Sama didn't end up dropping there.
Flash. Is he in too deep? Is he trying to keep a rush of blood in his head instead of going under? Slices away. Now Irrelevant has the flank. Brittle proc into the knocker. Broken Blade holding his flash. The Gravity Well is going to get the stun down. He slices forward. Heals a bunch with the Cold the Meek. Now can flash to the ground. Paris going in with the quickness as 113 continues to chase. Meanwhile, G2 are pushing through bot and through mid. BDS don't have a wave here. Should know the G2 jungler is around here. Broken Blade, the one who has the mid lane prio. LeBron, the one who's caught out. Hans Summer able to jump away. LeBron goes in with a headbutt pulverize and knocks back Nuke. He pops the stopwatch. Spiraling Spare coming out as well as LeBron has fallen low. Jump back in by Skewmond. Hans Summer has been untouched so far, but so has Ice. LeBron finally gets onto Ice. So far it's a 2 for 2 as Hans Summer has to flash away and get to the blast cone. No waves really in difficult spots so far. There's a mid wave, and G2 could play for it for the inhibitor. Super minions pushing towards the top side of the map. G2 should be able to get this inhib, but the question is, do they risk it with BDS collapsing?
That's such a huge wave in topside for BDS as well, and G2 knows that
they able to get out towards the Elder in time. Hans Summer is starting up the Baron right now. 113, True Shot Barrage coming out. That's just going to help 113 get this lower quicker. The Baron down to 10,000. G2 should be able to secure this. Irrelevant's coming in with the Call of the Forge God though, and Caps is having to back off. The Baron taken by G2, but BDS are making a beeline down the mid lane as they have a wave to support. Broken Blade, the only one here to defend, has no flash, has Baron up minions, and Super's pushing in as well, but this inhibitor will go down. Inhibitor in the top lane has respawned in the meantime as BDS crack into the base once again of G2. G2, yes, you've got the Baron, but you can't really fight into the Elder, and there's 2 minutes on that buff.
Yeah, they should just be able to get both of these inhibitors, and then honestly, I think you just reset and look to try and play through this bottom side as BDS.
2 more, maybe 3 waves, depending on when the waves come in. BDS trying to catch 2 waves at once does mean the top wave will push in. It's Hans Summer! It's caught out with a bit of lightning. Paris getting in there as well. The Call of the Forge God is enough to kill off Hans Summer. Skewmond dives into the back line, but the Elder engage from BDS! It's bloody brilliant! They find everyone! Look at that storm! The storm to end all storms! The ending of Arcane lives up to its name. Caps trying to hit the Severing Bolts. They have no minions now, BDS. The super minions pushing in. Nuke is low, but heals up through that Chem Soul. Caps here to defend. Can he do it into Paris? Nuke and Irrelevant. Paris, flash coming back off cooldown. The heal about to come back up as well. Caps dodges to the side, but he's brittle, he's fragile. Where were you when BDS beat G2? Domination from BDS.
I cannot believe what I just witnessed. You have a literal god built for engages. You have the most charming champion in the game that can go for something to find these fights and start them off. And it's the back of a bloody spear that wins.